What's going on, guys and gals? My name's Sean, and if you landed here, you're watching Scar My Guitar. What's up, guys and gals? Good to see you back. Now, we just checked out a couple killer guitars. Before that, we built a killer kit. But today, I got one I know a bunch of you guys been waiting on. Now, I'm not much of a metalhead. That's not true. I am kind of a metalhead too. And I do love Pantera. And I do love Dimebag Daryl. But I'm not familiar with all the guitars that he has, or who makes them. All I know is he was a Washburn Randall guy. That's it. Beyond that, I have no clue. If you do, go on and put it down there in the comments. Yeah, I honestly don't know much about all that, but I do know that this guitar kit we're going to build today was definitely inspired by one of his signature guitars. The cool thing about this guitar kit right here is I'm going to be passing it along to one of you guys this Saturday night in the live video. Brush up on this video. Make sure you watch the whole thing because we're doing trivia. That's this Saturday, December 28th, 10 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. Watch this whole video. You got to answer questions pertaining to things that happen in this video. Now pay close attention to this next thing I'm going to say. We're not going to paint or stain or do anything to this guitar. All I'm going to do is put it together, do the little fretwork, and make it play beautifully. So whoever gets this guitar can make it whatever color, do whatever they want to it without having to undo what I do. Now I know what you're thinking. Sean, you talk too much. All right, let me show you this. And what this is a slightly dented and dinged box from Amazon. Now they normally don't do this, especially since this was in a bigger box. But it does. It's got a bunch of dings and dents on it. But if you guys were there in the live video, you know we already cracked this guy open in there. So we don't need the knife today. Let's just open it up. All right, Leo Jaymz, let's see what you got. Let's go body first. Now we opened this a live video, like I said. But everything's still here for us now. Oh, frets a lot. What is it? But that's cool, man. 2 months free subscription. And they gave us the book again. Look, it tells you exactly what to do. Look, it even tells you what tools you need. What the? Yeah, for someone who doesn't know how to put this together, this is a straight gem. Way to go, Leo Jaymz. Look, another one. What? And the mini book. Bro, are you serious? Looks like this book is the short version for the more skilled person, I guess. Well, we ain't gonna use either one of them. And if you remember from the live video, this thing's banging. And look at that mahogany. Nice, huh? Beautiful. Got all the holes in it. Even the little screw holes. And the neck. And it's a beauty. Man, I don't know if that's composite wood or not, but it's nice looking. Who cares? Matters none to the sound of the guitar. We've got a scarf joint. And again, all holes are drilled for us. And I don't know if you'd call that a long neck tenon or not, is it? You tell me. If I remember correctly from the live video, this trim was pretty decent. It absolutely says licensed under FLOYD Rose on it. Usually the cheaper ones you can feel this really rough. That's kind of smooth. It's got some weight too. And everything's plug and play. We love it. We don't have to go over this other stuff. We'll get to it as we go. What's that? 364 or something like that in there? Let's see how good the neck fits. Pretty dang good. No wiggle at all. That's what we want. I prefer to get the neck glued in first before we do anything. Should we get this glue in here good? Sides too.
I don't want to put too much because I don't want it getting everywhere. Just enough. Some on that back wall. Now you can put way too much glue in there if you want to, but that's how I'm going to do it. Yep, that's how I'm going to do it right there. Now I'm not going to squeeze the bejesus out of this. I ain't going to worry about putting dents in the body either. Just going to get it tight enough to work. It's good enough right there. Make sure you clean her bottom. Alright, we'll let that dry. And tomorrow is here. Let it sit a full overnight. That's what I recommend. You do what you want. Yep, no glue. Nice, huh? Neck's glued in beautifully. Let's go ahead and do the fretwork. Before I do anything, I want to make sure it's level. Got a little bit of air in here, so it's going this way. So I want to turn this truss rod back towards me till that air is gone. So I basically just put it in neutral right there. Feels pretty loose now. I'm going to turn it back just a little bit just to get it nice and level there. It's going to be what I want. Some of these frets don't look seated very good, so before we check the levelness, let's just go ahead and do this. Now I don't know about you, but if I'm buying a guitar kit, I don't expect these to be level. But let's see if they are. Nope, right off the rip I got something. Yeah, I got stuff. Yeah, I got stuff. Well, let's just go ahead and do it. Looks like it's got a 12-inch radius. Yep, it's a 12. Since hitting with the hammer did nothing, let's go ahead and level them. Let's see if they're level now. There was something there. Let's go ahead and give it another scrub. Yep. That got him. Are you having fun yet?
Having fun? Why do I always get stuck with all the monkey work?
I mean, if the banana fits.
Who looks like a monkey now?
I don't use my automatic crown and file on these because I don't know if they're stainless or not. They could very well be, but I'm not sure, so I'm not going to fool with it. See, if they're not stainless, it'll just eat them right up. Dang, Kathy, frets look killer, man.
Thank you. It should look good, though. I've done it enough times.
You sure have, ain't you? Yeah, frets are looking good. I'm going to clean him up. Ooh, yeah. Now I wonder what this is, if it's real wood or composite, because it looks like real wood to me. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, that looks like real wood. If it's not, it fooled me. Yeah, based on the price and looking at the actual wood grain in this, because that's wood grain. Composite don't have wood grain. Real mahogany, real ebony. That justifies the price a little more. It's got a little bit of glue here around the frets. So here's a good way to see if it's real wood. Composite don't make dust like that. That's real ebony, boys. Yeah, that's going to be real ebony. So that means we need to treat it. We'll use this F1 oil till we get our Dunlop in today. Oh yeah. So the bones of this are just as solid as can be, I'm thinking. Who cares about the electronics for the price? You're going to put your own thing in this anyway. Guarantee you, if you was to buy this, all the stuff that's there, you're not going to worry about. Yep, you ain't going to worry about all them parts in there. You're going to have your own thing already set, ready what you're going to do to it. That's why you're buying a kit, because you're going to do this thing you've been wanting to do. We'll put the tuners on first.
I can't believe that it's real ebony. Every time we go to buy it, it's at least 50 bucks.
I know, right, for one fretboard.
It's almost better to let them just do it.
Right, if we're going to make it into that anyway, might as well just let them make it into it for us and get it cheaper. All right, monkey, let's get these tuners on.
I thought I broke you with that.
What? All right, I'll put them on. Now, for those of you just joining in and haven't seen us install tuners before, you see the little extension coming off with the hole in it for the screw? It's going to be on the inside, each side. You see that? This is on the inside. It's electronics time. That's the volume, tone, and tone. And I'm thinking this goes to the claw. So we'll just put it up there for now. If you don't have a deep dish 10 mil, go on and get you one. You just need one. Trust me, you need this. It makes life so much easier. Yeah, makes life so much easier. Sure does. Put the switch in. We're not going to tighten it up real good until we get the wires plugged in. That way we can get the orientation of it right. And what I mean by that is when it switches, we want to make sure that's the bridge and that's the neck. Now you see this wire here? This is the feed back from the switch to the volume pot. But it feeds through the body. The only way I see for it to go is through here. Then through here. To here. Probably should have put that in there first, huh? Alright, we'll work around it. I'll plug them in. Now these have no markings on them at all. But you need one of these too. You need your little polarity tester. So we're going to go white, black, and white, black. And red to red. And that's a real tight fit. Might have to improvise a little bit on this. But you got to be smarter than the stuff you're working with. You know what I'm saying? Yep, just got to be a little smarter than the stuff you're working with. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull as much of that slack back out of there as I can. So nice they put the screw holes for you. Look at that. Man, that's nice. They might have a template they smack on these guys. Probably what it is. And then always tighten them up again with the screwdriver. You ain't got to watch this part. Let's put this down in here. This one down in there. And the rest of it should just fit easily. Now I'm not going to put any shielding in here. The guy that ends up owning it, if he wants it, he can do it. And how cool is that? Huh. Goes through that hole in there. Then you put one of the nuts on first. A washer. And then the other nut. Just use my trusty little needle nose to tighten that up. Now I could have used this for the OCD guys, but why? Yeah, you just can't beat having the screw holes drilled for you. Now that ain't true in all instances, but in this one it is. And then this is the output jack. Black to black, Jack. Don't want to pop this thing on. Shoot, we're almost done already. Seriously? then these guys for the bridge go there. We'll go ahead and unscrew them out a little bit. Make sure the body's sitting flush on something. Just use my fret hammer to tap them in real good. We'll just set this guy in here on its little hinges. Now, I don't know how you put your springs on your claw, okay? There's a bunch of ways to do it. I'm sure some of you guys know the perfect way. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind there's somebody right there in the comments going to tell me exactly the perfect way to do this. So I've decided to go with the springs like this. I spread them out nice and good. And I have my little tool under here holding the bridge up in place while I put the strings on. Now I know they sent us strings, and these are probably good, but we're going to put a set of Diodarios on here for them. Looks like we got all the Allen wrenches we need for this FLOYD. Let's do it. Now for the FLOYD, we're going to stick the string in here first. The ball's going to be on this end. We're going to clip this excess off. Clip that right off of there. Then we loosen this. For you FLOYD guys, you know what I'm doing here. Just messing with this nightmare real quick. And then we're going to stick this right in there. I'm going to hold it as straight up as I can. I'm not going to bend it first, nothing like that. I'm going to stick it down in there nice and straight. I'm going to tighten this back up. Now I'm going to tighten it good, but I'm not going to over tighten it. Okay? A lot of guys make the mistake of bending the string before they tighten it. It just doesn't work as good. I promise you it don't. If you do it straight up and down and bend your string down, you're going to have better success with this. Now we just rinse and repeat for the next 5 strings. Yep, just rinse and repeat. Stick this in here as far as we can. Giggity. Tighten this up. Make sure we hold the string up straight up and down. Tighten it good, but not too tight. And that'll work. Now some guys might tell you to do this one, and then this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I just do them in order because it doesn't matter. I have this wrench down here holding this up anyway. There's no real tension on the strings. Now you guys don't have to watch me do the last 4 strings. It's the same exact process. Now I just move my wrench over to this side so I get to the other 3. All the strings are on. We ain't tuned up yet, but let's see if he floats. He does. He's floating, Jack. The question is, does this work, right? This is on this guitar. We need to see if he works. But I'm thinking it's party time. Let's not forget these guys. We're not going to lock them down yet. Just going to put them on. Once we get it tuned up, all good and adjusted, then we'll lock them down. Also not going to put the truss rod cover on. Whoever owns this is going to have to take it off to finish it anyway, and I'm going to need to adjust the truss rod here in a minute once the strings get tensioned. Now if you notice, I got all the little fine tuning screws just about all the way out, and I've got it tuned just a little flat. Because I also need to tighten these, and that's going to put it up a little bit too. I don't want to over tighten them. A lot of guys will tighten the crap out of this. You don't need to. Just tighten enough to make it hold the string. You're not trying to tighten the lug nut on your car. Now I can fine tune it.
Alright, I got the Dimebag on a budget. All ready to play. This thing's fat, dude. It is. Yeah, she's pretty good. I gotta tell you right now, I like this guitar. Yep, I do. Now let's play it unplugged. Alright, let's start it up then. It works. Yeah, the FLOYD absolutely works. Let's try the middle. All right, neck. Absolute banger for the money. Now, I'm not much of a FLOYD guy, but I yanked on it a bunch of times, and it appeared to stay in tune to me. And I know that's what most of you guys are wondering right there. Will this guy stay in tune with that FLOYD on it? Seems to work pretty good to me. If you know how to set it up, it should work good for you too. Now, this video is getting awfully long, and I hope to see you tomorrow night in the live video. I already told you about that, didn't I? Yeah, I told you about that already. Now, me and Kathy really appreciate you watching. Till I see you again. Don't you touch my Scar guitar.